Hey, Steve Zook, welcome back to Polkzoo channel. I just recently got this guitar. You're probably hearing a fan in the background. Can't do anything about that right now. Anyway, I just want to mention, I really work hard to find great guitars, and I've learned a lot. I've been doing this for 30, 40 years. I was one of the first Ibanez collectors ever. I was one of the first people to realize how great the lawsuit stuff was and to start kind of, letting people know, hey, these are really high quality guitars worth every cent. I've learned a lot about guitars. I've learned a lot about Ibanez actually. This guitar is really cool. This was made I think in '01. It's an AF 100, not the AF 105, which has the flame and everything. To my ear, this guitar sounds much better. It's got a more organic, woody sound, but with plenty of tone in all the registers. And what's interesting with this guitar is when I first got it, I was looking at it and playing it, and it reminded me of one of the original Joe Pass guitars that I think sold for $2,300 a couple years ago or something. I forget the exact price I sold it for, to be honest with you. But it reminded me of it just kind of had that soul, like a great, the real Joe Pass, not the Epiphone Joe Pass, but an Ibanez Joe Pass with his signature inside. It reminded me of that. And then I looked at the case for this guitar, and it had exactly the same case. So it kind of makes me wonder if maybe it came from the same batch or something. But I forget exactly. I know Joe Pass probably died before 2001, but it just has a similar feel and a similar tone. Actually, more tone actually than a Joe Pass. But listen, and these strings have probably been on here 2 years too. Now that's the treble pickup, and it just sounds so musical. This is really a lot of guitar, folks. I just sold a guitar this morning, and the guy told me that he understands that I know a lot about guitars and able to pick up great ones, and it's not bullshit, and it's really true. Listen to this on the. These are really old strings. I can always tell a great guitar too because I start fantasizing about keeping it. I'm serious. I'm not just saying this. Because some guitars, a lot of people who don't have a lot of experience with guitars don't realize this is true. But even guitars of the same make and model some of them have a lot more mojo and a lot more magic and a lot more tone than other ones. It's really, now this guitar on the inside has a serial number, says made in China, but it has an S before the serial number. Usually that S means it's made in Korea, at the Samick factory in Korea. But this guitar is a heavy step above. It really seems more like one made in Korea to me. I can't guarantee that, but it sure sounds like it, feels like it. If it barks like a dog, it's probably a dog, right? This is really a nice guitar. It's got a little bit of fading on the pickups, like I said, because I think it's about a 2001, and somebody left the foam under the bridge, so you probably want to take that out. But man, these strings have probably been on hard at least a couple years. Really has a sound. Nice. Kind of reminds me of an L5 and a 175 or something. But the point I was making is, to my ear, this sounds much, much better than an AF 105 with the flame and all that. This guitar really has that kind of like a vintage 175 tone, but with even more tone. And yeah, this is really a lot of guitar. Let's do cycle 1 in the guitar ladder system. I haven't done it for a while. I'm really, you know, if you really want to discover your own unique musical ideas, and I really believe everybody has unique musical ideas, it's just the way the universe works, you know. If you really want to discover them and become more self-actualized and actually begin to get your own musical point of view and learn to improvise and compose and seriously progress 5, 6, 7 times faster, get really strong left hand, right hand, you know, the guitar ladder system will really work for you. It's a very, very powerful system. It's a result of 40 years of hard work, but it will also it's also very simple to use. But yeah, this guitar really sounds beautiful. Like I said, these strings are super old. They don't intonate as well when they get old. But you can hear the tone of this, even on the treble pickup. Such a nice guitar. I'm going to miss this one. Forget what cycle that is. But folks, it really makes a difference what you play every day. If you're just playing and goofing around, that's fine. But if you got an hour a day to spend, you know, on something that's really going to move you forward, the guitar ladder system is the best $199 you'll ever spend. Seriously, it's like getting thousands of dollars of high quality guitar instruction material for $199. That's not bullshit. It's my life's work. I've really worked my ass off on it, and it really works. There's no. I know you see so much stuff out there like, hey, make $10,000 every week for only $299. You know, so much bullshit out there. It's hard to believe when the real deal comes along, but the guitar ladder system is the real deal. But yeah, this is really a nice guitar. I'm really going to miss this one. I'll find somebody special for it. Yeah, it really has more of a sound like a high-end, like high-end George Benson, or high-end, I'm talking original, high-end George Benson, or high-end, you know, Joe Pass guitar. This guitar totally blows away an Epiphone Joe Pass, totally blows away like an Epiphone Broadway, totally blows away an Epiphone 175 copy, really blows away most Eastmans. I'm not real impressed with him. This guitar is amazing. It's very musical, I think is the best way to put it. It's got that nice combination of maple wood and the electric tone that just blends really beautifully. And you can hear that neck pickup. It's just, like I said, these strings are pretty old. Yeah, I can always tell a great guitar because I just have trouble putting it down. said, even on the treble pickup, just very, very musical. But yeah, these strings I think have been on here for years. Jeff, you could use a great box, man. This one really, really has a sound. I mean, I turn down probably 3 or 4 guitars for every one that I buy, seriously, because I know what I'm looking for. And my criteria, in fact, a lot of people just call me up. Like I recently had a guy call me, he said, hey, I don't want to just buy any guitar off Reverb or eBay, find me a great guitar. And call me when you do, or email me, and I did, and he's stoked, and because I really found I take that kind of stuff very seriously. So when I get a used guitar, I'm not like a pawn shop where I just pay the less, as little as possible and just grab anything. I really grab a guitar that has some mojo, and they vary greatly. 1 in 100, 1 in 200 guitars are really special. It's really true. Yeah, I'm not warmed up at all. I'm going to slop it around, but yeah, just wanted to show this. I know somebody's going to want. Probably one of my regular customers will probably grab that. I could play this guitar all day, so I'm going to be tempted to want to put some new strings on, but then I'll want to keep it. So I may not. I don't know. This is really a lot of guitar. It's got a lot of tone, a lot of mojo. Really, really, it has that organic quality where it still sounds like a great archtop electric, but it's got a nice combination of wood in the tone. And I think the ones with the all maple like this, which are a little harder to find, by the way, really sound great. Yeah, this guitar's really got it. So, if you want a great arch top, and you understand that, just shopping price isn't the end all of getting a great guitar. People seem to, the internet's kind of created that a lot nowadays, but, the great guitars are few and far between. This is certainly one of them right here. It's beautiful. It's got a little bit of corrosion on the pickups, obviously. I love the back of the neck. I love the stringers and stuff, It's a really, really nice guitar. I love the way that the finish has kind of got that aged maple look, Yeah. And I always knew a great guitar because I like playing it. I like playing it on the treble pickup as well as the, great guitar. All right, folks, take care. Hit me up if you're interested. Really has a sound. Wow. Really sounds beautiful. I think this one was made in Korea, even though it says on the label made in China, because it's got the S in front of it. Usually that S means Samek factory in Korea. Can't guarantee that, but it sure feels like it, If it wags its tail and barks and sheds, hair, it's probably a dog, right? I don't mean this is a dog, but I'm making a comparison there. This is really a fine guitar. All right, folks, take care.